Hello and welcome back. Today we want to focus on replenishment flow. A replenishment in the warehouse is a very important aspect. Most of the time, you perform the picking from a specific sub inventory. For example, case or each sub inventory. In the event the on hand quantity in case or each will go down, then we need to replenish this for blue color case and each sub inventory from your bulk sub inventory. This sub inventory is inside your large warehouse. So any replenishment which is happening from bulk to the forward picking locations. So case and for each are the forward pick locations from where you pick the sales orders. This replenishment is what we call a warehouse internal replenishment, where the material moves from bulk to case, or material can move from bulk to each, or it can also go like case to each. Suppose you want to replenish each from case, and case you want to replenish from bulk. So that's all is possible with the help of replenishment flows that are available in Oracle. So first we'll start with the very basic min max driven replenishment, and then we also go and do the advanced replenishment, which is sales order driven, but that means it's a pull replenishment flow. And then you have also a push replenishment as well, that is also driven by sales order. So we can consider those flows as we move forward. So let's begin with the replenishment based on the min and max. So we will try to replenish case sub inventory in this example, and we will replenish case from bulk sub inventory. So let's analyze both the sub inventory first, bulk and case, and then we go further into the system and check all the steps that are listed here to perform. So let's go to the application first. Let's go to the sub inventory. Is the navigation setup warehouse and all. So we go to the bulk sub inventory and see how that sub inventory look like. So this is having a pick attached WPL. You can move a pallet from the bulk to the case, right? So that's the understanding we have. Uh, so and similarly we can move. We can see the case sub inventory. How does that look like? Case sub inventory has WCS as a picking so we are all set to move further, and both are I think both are LPN controlled. Case is LPN controlled, and in this example bulk is also LPN controlled. Perfect. So we have the necessary setting. Now the item, we'll bring in the item here. So let's go to the case. We want the case to be replenished, so our focus will be on the case, and we go to item sub inventory. Here we list out our item that we want to replenish. Let's say FG1. Enable the min max planning, put the min and max level. Current on hand of FG1 in case sub inventory is 0. So I can put as a minimum of 10, maximum of 50, for example. You can also provide any fixed slot multiplier if you have, so that you can also take the minimum order and maximum order quantity for the replenishment. You can provide optionally. Sourcing, you have to type in the sub inventory here, select from list of value, and make sure that you have the right mapping done at this level. So here we are saying that this FG1 will be sourced from a BW1 organization, but different sub inventory called, its name is bulk. So bulk will be providing the material to case in this example. And then you can, this one is, you can leave this for procurement lead time. So once this flag is also very important, then only the min max plan will run. So we can save it. So let's follow the steps now. I think the analysis part is over. We have set the first data, but let's go through and follow all the steps that are required. First, we have to have a replenishment task type set up, and make sure it's a default replenishment task type in the warehouse parameter. Fine. So let's go ahead and do the replenishment task type setup. This is already done. We'll just review it quickly. So we go to the task type setup, which is under task, a standard task type. So I have created one task type called replenishment, and if you open this, we have a resource also mapped to it, REPL resource, because this resource is going to perform the picking task. And if you go to and check the department which employee it is mapped to, the employee name will come from the department. So let's go to the department. It's an outbound department, and this is your REPL. If you go to the instance, you'll see the employee name. So REPL 1 is the employee who will do this replenishment work in the warehouse. So if I go to my warehouse, so I'm actually talking about this transaction, and this transaction will be done by a REPL employee whose name is REPL 1 in this case. So that employee will get the task for performing this movement bulk to case. So that was a step 1. A step 2, set up a picking and put away rule combination for replenishment and assign them to the rule workbench. So we have to go ahead and perform the picking and put away rule now. So let's go to the rule workbench. Alright, so we can close everything. Let's start with WMS rule. WMS rule you can find from here. Warehouse execution and rules. So first we'll do a picking rule. So this is the replenishment. I'll make sure I'll put the replenishment picking. Okay, let's call that name. Copy paste. Here you have to choose the strict pick UAM case, so that allocation when you pick, just make sure that strict pick UAM is set, and then you can say picking is happening from the bulk. So you can say source sub inventory is equal to sub inventory name equal to constant, and then you make sure you put them bulk, right, and then enable it. So this is the picking. So picking will be done from the bulk, so that's fine. And similarly we'll have to create a put away rule. So I'm gonna say replenishment drop or something like that. Replenishment drop. Where will you drop this? Say this is the capacity check, so I'm gonna check by minimum available capacity by units, volume and weight, and then I'll give a destination sub inventory, in this case sub inventory name equal to constant, and the value name would be case. Want to drop in case, right? So and enable this rule. So both picking and put away rules are ready. We have to map them to the workbench, otherwise they won't work. So go to the rule workbench. You're into the picking page first. So I'll go ahead and add a 20. This rule is for bulk pick. So I'm gonna select no, this was the REPL something. Yeah, replenishment picking probably. Yeah, replenishment picking. And this is, of course, you put a date always. And importantly, this previous rule is marked for sales order, and this one is for move order. So I'll have to select the move order. So any move order which will be generated under BW1, they will always follow the replenishment picking rule, because I have not specified any other condition here. So probably this is perfect map. Make sure that two are different, so that system not hitting each other rules. So this is case picking and this is bulk picking. So picking is done, then we move on to the put away rule. We have a put away 10 defined already, so we define 20 rule, and then this one we also mark replenishment drop or something. Yeah, it's a drop operator. So we go back and put them always like a date type, and this is also for move order, so make sure that you call them out correctly and then you enable them. So we can double check pick, both are enabled for move order, and put away is enabled for 20 as well. So this is cool. So we are done with this setting, and then we go ahead and run the generate all rule program. Alright, so this is complete. We'll wait for this to get completed, but nevertheless let's continue and see where are we. So we are done with this 1.1, and now valid resource to the task type. This is already done. We have defined an item. We have defined with max planned item and give the min and max quantity. We give 10 and 50. In the sub inventory, go to the planning tab and define min max planned and give the source sub inventory. We have also done that. Now step 5 is to perform the miscellaneous receipt into the sub inventory. So we want to put this item into bulk. So let's create some on-hand quantity in bulk. So let's go ahead and go to the MSCA screen, go to number 3 warehouse, inventory, receipts, miscellaneous receipts, give some account, LPN, I can give a large quantity, large LPN, control G, item is FG1, sub inventory is a bulk, locator, you can specify one locator, and you can say I've deleted that. I can say WPL. Sorry, it doesn't take. Oh, because we haven't defined any conversion between intra-class conversion. So let me quickly go ahead and define the UM conversion. So go to setup, material setup, UM, conversions. WPL should be intra-class. Go and check FG1, WMS palette, something, yeah. One palette will have, let's say, 100 each, for example. Okay, now I have added this, so hopefully I can see the list of value now. So I can just skip, I can select anything so that I can come out of this. Okay, and now I can try WPL. Yeah, it's 100 each. So that setup is required before you can select WPL, and let's say one pallet I'm receiving, and done. So I got 100 already created in the in the bulk sub inventory. So we're done with the 5. Next is to run the min-max program and analyze all of the 6, 7, 8, 9. So let me do that in the next video. Just I'll put them as a part 1, and then I'll create a part 2 of this. Thank you very much for watching.